Welcome to Mornings with Patty. I am reading today from the language of letting go on August 16th, and it's how to rescue ourselves. No one likes a martyr. How do we feel around martyrs? Guilty, angry, trapped, negative, and anxious to get away. Somehow, many of us have developed the belief that depriving ourselves, not taking care of ourselves, being a victim, and suffering needlessly will get us what we want. It is our job to notice our abilities, our strengths, and take care of ourselves by developing and acting on them. It is our job to notice our pain and weariness and appropriately take care of ourselves. It is our job to notice our deprivation too and begin to take steps to give ourselves abundance. It begins inside of us by changing what we believe we deserve, by giving up our deprivation and treating ourselves the way we deserve to be treated. Life is hard, but we don't have to make it more difficult by neglecting ourselves. There is no glory in suffering, only suffering. Our pain will not stop when a rescuer comes, but when we take responsibility for ourselves and stop our own pain. Today, I will be my own rescuer. I will stop waiting for someone else to work through my issues and solve my problems for me. Oh my God. When I saw this reading, I was like, yeah, that's been me, the martyr, the one who's always giving so much to everyone else and neglecting myself and making sure everyone else is okay, yet inside I'm in turmoil. And isn't that what women typically do? And sometimes men too. And I'm not talking about making sacrifices. I have friends who make great sacrifices for their families, for their loved ones. But when we're making those sacrifices, are we depriving ourselves too? What this reading is telling us is we don't have to deprive our own selves when we are making sacrifices for our loved ones. It is our responsibility, it is my responsibility to make sure that I have what I need. And sometimes I will enter into relationships I have in the past in which I am not getting what I need, and I don't have a way, or I didn't have a way to fill those needs. When I was working, I remember when I was reading this originally years ago, I was working 70, 80 hours a week. Plus, you add a 2.5-hour commute each way. And I had really stressful, all my jobs have been really stressful in my career. And what happened was there was nothing left of me to give to myself because I gave so much to others. Now I've reeled it back today, and I make sure I have everything that I need, that before I go out into the world, that I'm emotionally centered, that I am fed, that I have done some type of exercise, that I do what I need for myself. You know, the old adage about putting the oxygen mask on first before you go on and give it to somebody else. So do that today. Look at everything that you need and what can you do to make sure that your needs are met so that you can show up in love in the world. Because as you know, my thing is, if we start learning to be loving to ourselves, find those unloving parts of us, the neglected parts of us, transmute them into loving energy, into loving being, then, and only then, can we start changing the world. Because if we're more loving, the world becomes more loving. If you like this kind of content, like, subscribe, comment below, and if you think somebody can benefit from this, share it. I love you.